Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense that has the first possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys...
Snags it, and he's open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for running room. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Keeps it moving, it's Simon. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! Roll this way into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? From this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Bryant. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Sells to run, looking to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. He's on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Handoff from the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They believe they can run right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Sells to fake. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big gain.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
He's changing the play. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverine!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off play action on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this QB already in the 1st quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Going for the big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's got the first down. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisiana sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Might as well give it to him again. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Working the ground game. Snowed under by the defense. And the Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Trying to squeak through the pile. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They knock him down right there.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. First play of this drive. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Holly, what do you have?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Right at the line. Turning it on. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Snags it quickly on the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looks it in. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to take a shot before the half. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 2nd and long here. Defense in press coverage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left side. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back.
Makes the catch and he's free. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Rushes on. Buried before he could blink.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Daniel. Working that left side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
There's some room. Inside the 10. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
Just smothered on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And it'll be downed right there.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. They'll run it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll ride him again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Right back to it. Past the 45. Racing down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. They'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Might as well run him again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They kick it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Oh, he's got some space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Makes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Powers through the defender. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. To the air, it's Harrison. Hit as he throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30, at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. Delivers the stiff arm. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has